Good afternoon, good evening. My name is Kymmee-Agee-Pierce. I am here on behalf of First Lady Part 2, The Offspring, a Selena Pope production. I have been fortunate enough to be casted as the First Lady in Part 1 and Part 2. So this is a continuance of what you saw in 2017. My character bumps head with Money Mike to my right.
hmm Yeah, we do a lot of bumping hits,
Mm,
so this one right here gonna be a banger, y'all.
yes, it
You
is.
know, we coming with it, and who knows, like I said, what the future gonna hold.
You
But y'all
got it.
gonna have to tune in, cause
You
y'all gonna
got
see
it.
some amazing shit.
March 26th, 7 p.m. at the Senator Theater. There'll
Yeah.
be a red carpet walk. Um, we have different broadcasters will be there.
hmm
VIP sections almost sold out.
Yeah.
There are some general admission seats available. $30 general admission, 50 for the VIP. You will be crazy if you missed the VIP section.
That after party
$20
gonna be sick.
more. Yes, it is. Yes, it
After
is.
party gonna be sick. Shit,
So
y'all
let
better
me
be
tell you about
ready.
this man right here. I met this man in 2016 while filming First Lady
Part
Part
one.
1. He was the bill collector that came to my house to turn my power off.
Yep.
In Part 2, not only is he a main character, Money Mike, who's coming after my streets, he's the executive producer. So I've watched him grow in this business in
Yeah.
a mighty way.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Like I said, meeting Miss Kimmy, Miss Celine and them, it definitely was an experience. I've been kind of like in the entertainment for a very long time. Singing was my thing I started out with, but then, that excelled. Selena, and Miss Kimmy, they saw something else in me. And I'm so thankful, like I said, to have met them. So, like I said, y'all in for a treat.
Yes, you are. Now, if you saw Part 1 of First Lady, we were just getting our feet wet.
Mm.
However, the city showed out. The Senator Theater had 750 seats. We sold 850. People did not mind standing along the walls to watch this. Baltimore City shut Greenmount to York Road down while we paraded through the streets in our 1933 Bentley. And I mean, it was a time had. It was
Yes,
wonderful.
I
So
understand.
anxiety is setting in. I'm getting so excited. We're getting closer and closer to that day again,
Yes, we are.
where we get family and friends. Before I was just Miss Kim at Rent Center. After this production, I couldn't go anywhere. I was just in New York City on Saturday. People saying hi, First Lady. So, it's opened doors for me greatly, greatly.
Yep. Opened many doors for me. Like I said before, I was, I was, administrator, places and other things, but it's like sometimes what's for you is for you. And this right here, I believe, is definitely, like I said, for us. Um, the character Money Mike, I think is a little bit of everybody. I think what I'm doing on the screen is actually showing, what it really like out here, when you trying to get to it. I mean, when you coming home from jail or whatever, you pretty much, coming home to nothing. So, it's like you want a little something. And sometimes, you're not able to go out there and get the jobs or the other pieces that may come with life.
Mm.
So sometimes you ain't got no choice but to be a soldier. Sometimes you ain't got no choice but to be a gangster. You know, a lot of Money Mike is a part of me because that's the lifestyle and that's the things that I was brought up around and that's what I seen. So Money Mike, like I said, pretty much, is the alter ego of what Jabril Alexander is. But it's an honor to sit back and play him on screen than actually have to live that life.
Well, my character, First Lady, I get to live the life of Selena Polk. This is a real story. And I've had a 40-year relationship with her. We've been pregnant together. We've been through books together, How to Treat Your King, How to Treat Your Queen. And if anybody knows Selena, I know Selena. So amazingly, 80% of my script, she let me free-handed, just knowing who she is and how she would respond. I would read the script and pick up, oh, okay, I know what we're talking about, and do my own thing with it. So, and because I know her and was able to capture who she is, we have some phrases out here that we're going to get coined. We're going to put them on T-shirts. And the joy of all this is that I didn't have to act. I just had to remember my friend, go back to my friend, and I knew what she would do, how she did it, and the results. So I love it. I love it. If you know me, a lot of people say she was not acting; she was just being herself. And we have this little saying, Selena and I have, we drink from the same waters. We're in our 20s because, to me, okay, so we had a little thing that we've coined 40 years ago. We drink from the same waters. She would replicate the brown lion, and I was the white lion. And we drink from the same waters. The meaning of that between the two of us is that I'll never be any bigger than you. You'll never be any bigger than me. We are equal. We're going to drink from the same waters. We're going to starve from the same curves. So our friendship goes back, and I know her so personal. I tell her kids sometimes, this is what your mother going to do. This is how your mother's going to react, you know. So I feel like I was the best person to play her character. And in First Lady Part 1, I was casted as Trigger. Trigger was her bodyguard. But I came in and my personality was so aggressive, and they saw so much of me and her, said, you can't be the bodyguard. You have to be Selena. So I've been hiding behind the curtain of First Lady for 10 years now. Knowing what she knows, I make it do what it do.
Man, no, man. We got so many people, like I said, that made this vision, possible. First, I want to shout out my man Marco. Man, that music is amazing.
Fire.
Yep. Shayla, you and your mans, y'all did your thing. Also the cast, like I said, of the Offspring. Coco Cash. Who else we got?
Sherry
Sherry
Wilson, Rudy
Williams.
Williams.
Rudy Williams, my man.
Everybody know Rudy from
Yeah.
back in the day. He ran the streets
Yep.
himself.
And Rudy just passed the keys to me, Money Mike. So we got some amazing people, like I said, that made this movie possible. So when you watch this ain't just about me and First Lady. It's about them too, because they made us whole. So, and we want to give one of the biggest shout outs to our producer, director, all that and above, Selena Polk. Thanks,
the dreamer, the visionaire. She's doing her things, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all. And I didn't say thing, I said things. Because Selena is never going to get her foot wet with just one project. She's always got something else. She has her perfume. She's rolling out her perfume. Certain people are going to get a bottle of that perfume on that night just because you supported her. So she's doing big things and she's changing lives. So please support the supporter, Selena Polk.
That part. Man, no, man. We got so many people, like I said, that made this vision, possible. First, I want to shout out my man Marco. Man, that music is amazing.
Fire.
Yep. Shayla, you and your mans, y'all did your thing. Also the cast, like I said, of the Offspring. Coco Cash. Who else we got?
Sherry
Wilson,
Rudy Williams.
Rudy Williams, my man.
Everybody know Rudy from back in the day. He ran the streets himself.
Yeah. And Rudy just passed the keys to me, Money Mike. So we got some amazing people, like I said, that made this movie possible. So when you watch this ain't just about me and First Lady. It's about them too, because they made us whole. So, and we want to give one of the biggest shout outs to our producer, director, all that and above, Selena Polk. Thanks,
The
Mom.
dreamer, the visionary. She's doing her things, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all. And I didn't say thing, I said things. Because Selena is never going to get her foot wet with just one project. She's always got something else. She has her perfume. She's rolling out her perfume. Certain people are going to get a bottle of that perfume on that night just because you supported her. So she's doing big things and she's changing lives. So please support the supporter, Selena Polk.
That part. Hello, everybody. Everybody out there. I want to let you guys know, this is Money Mike, playing in The Offspring, First Lady, Part 2. You can catch us March 26th. Tickets are available. You can go on Eventbrite, or you can also DM us, and we are going to see you there. Money Mike definitely want to see you there.